Guys, what's going on? Hopefully you all are having a great time zone wherever and whenever you're watching this. I figured to try something interesting today. I wanted to look at this whole AI music trend. I know I'm a little late to the party. It's really interesting. And last night, me and my friends, we were up late just listening to all sorts of different AI songs and good ones out there, and then just like joke ones and just some that are bad. But it's really interesting, and figured this would be a good video to make, given the topic and the unpredictability of this and where artificial intelligence is going to go in the near future and where it's going to take all these different industries. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into the first song that we got on the list. Ghost Rider 977 is Heart on My Sleeve. Now, this is a remixed version, quote unquote, Fix It, and it's using Drake AI and TheWeeknd AI. The one I'm watching it from is the Typhoons, and like he says, it's just educational purposes. I think Ghost Rider himself got it taken down. Not trying to do anything by this. Just fair use, educational. Just don't come after me. I'm only going to play a little bit of the song just in case. We're going to go through all these songs same way we're doing this one. We're just going to look at them and see where just everything's going with AI.
The flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever, it left. She know what she need, or she blessed. Giving my best. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that? 21, I love him, then my brother, that's my slack. Metro made the beat, so you know that it's gon' slap. Yeah, it's gon' slap. Tell him run it back. Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think
stop it at a minute. But no, you see what I mean? It's really interesting. This one's kind of the whole thing that kind of blew it up. It's interesting how this person did this and how it just took the internet by storm. And then another one here is this one. It's using Drake AI again as well, and it's Winter's Cold, and it's the same way someone did this and just used Drake's AI to do it. We're going to go ahead and give it a listen as well.
When it's cold out from, yeah, I got enemies, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, they try enemy, I swear the winter's cold where I'm from, they try to sentence me, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, we had them tending key, I swear that pussy told on us, now that nigga dead to me, I got it on my own, I ain't had no one to fend for me, I never saw my soul, I will never let it get to me, in Cali with the rose, yeah, I'm riding with a felony, she's
I'm gonna stop it there. But yeah, no, it's crazy. It sounds so good, and it does sound like Drake. Like, there's hardly any artifacting. I know a couple that these are gonna get into. There's gonna be some artifacting here and there, but that just comes down to some people just taking time and mixing and mastering these AI songs. And the outcome is crazy. that you can get studio quality, basically fake music. So the next one here is Eminem, and it uses the old school Eminem style as the AI voice clone. And we're going to go ahead and give it a listen here too. I know this song has an intro to it. Yeah, let's go into it.
Breaking news. Shocking reports tonight confirm that the rapper Slim Shady is currently at large, armed with a chainsaw and a spiked bat. Eyewitnesses spotted him causing chaos whilst wielding the weapons in an undisclosed location. Authorities warn the public to stay indoors and secure their premises. More updates to follow.
The sound of the chainsaw. 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 Okay. The chainsaw's back. I told you Shady's alive. I was gonna stay away, but the game's on whack. I've been watching from the side, and it ain't all that. Now I'll have to put the spikes on this baseball bat. Clock it back, then I hit a home run. And they're running home screaming while I'm chasing them down the street for no reason except to leave them in a heap with their own broken bones bleeding. And I'm still colder than snow season when it's 20 below freezing. I won't be leaving, but I blow in the breeze. While you're busy smoking your weed, I'll be sowing the seeds with this flow and growing the trees. I'm sharp as the chainsaw, ripping open the seams. Grab the sewing machine, I'm taking over the scene like a ghost on the screen. Shady made a splash, you dipped a toe in the stream. I've been the best ever since my inception, and this time I'm going in deeper than Leo DiCaprio in his dreams. The sound of the chainsaw.
No, it's wild to think that it sounds like the old school Eminem and like Slim Shady and all that, and it does sound like something that he would have made back then, and it just sounds so clean. And the thing that's interesting with this is right here. The news report and narration was done by AI as well. So the lady talking in the beginning here was AI.
Shocking reports tonight confirm that the rapper Slim Shady is currently.
So it's like you don't even need people at all anymore in this kind of music and stuff, which is such a potentially fearing thing, but at the same time, it's something that these companies, if they really wanted to, they could use this more to cut corners, which is also kind of a scary realization. Like, what are these companies going to do one day with the way that AI is going? It's really something to think about here. Now, here's one with Kanye West. A lot of people, Kanye West is a really popular one for people to make music AI with. Let's go ahead and get into this one and see what's up with it.
I used to rule the world. Caesar rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king's dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered.
Okay, like that one, for example, had more artifacting in it and stuff like that, but it's still, it's just interesting that it is something that it's able to do it as well as it is. And just like, look at the side over here. There's just so many AI songs. It's crazy to think that it's just like millions, just infinite potential that people are going with this. And I don't know, it's just it is a wild thing. Here we go with Michael Jackson singing The Weeknd for our next contender.
I don't think they're ready for this one. I like that. Tell me what you really like. Baby, I can take my time. We don't ever have to fight. Just take it step by step. I can see it in your eyes, cause they never tell me lies. I can feel that body shake and the heat between your legs. You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run, I know what you can do. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. We don't have to rush when you're alone with me. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming.
Alrighty, so. But anyway, no, I know I sound like a broken record and all that, but it's crazy to see how these songs are just going and how good they sound and how close to the, like, I was gonna say close to the original, but it almost sounds like, it sounds like Michael Jackson's actually doing a cover of the Weeknd song, but he's obviously not. It's AI, and it's something else. So now we're gonna go into, now that we got those, we're gonna look at some of these sillier ones and see how the AI can also just mimic like cartoon characters, let alone like just real or official artists. So like this one is, it's Ballin by Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin, and okay, we're gonna look at this one.
I clicking no 4G's on the G. I jump into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the streets. I keep 100 braces out my G. I remember hitting a ball with the whole team. Now a nigga train us a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, these niggas salty. All this designer on my body got me drip grip. Straight up out the yardage, I'm a big crip. If I got up on a lean, I'm a sit. I run the wrestle with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these niggas, I didn't forget back. I ain't gonna do the struggle, I didn't forget that. I heard this out of the maybe, then I would sit back. These bitches know me now, cause I got them big racks. Come get the money now, I know you heard that. Young nigga on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. Uncle fronted me some peas, had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a bird back. Head off the plane, then I give my bitch a new coupe. Even you from the yard gang, I give suit. Got a new Orleans bitch, and man, that was it voodoo. Ain't on that nigga now, who knew? I put the new 4G's on the G. I jump into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the streets. I keep 100 braces out my G. I remember hitting a ball with the whole team. Now a nigga trade us a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, these niggas salty. I been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, bitch ass, tatted, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 212, fucking them both. I put in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my dick, where was you niggas at? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. No diamonds on me, fuck a flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Got like diamonds on me, look like lemon.
But yeah, like Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin doing Ballin', like who would have thought one of these days without doing like an impression or like a funny video like that. It's interesting to see like AI doing it. And Because, like, back in the day, like, a long time ago, you had people like Azariz and stuff that would do, like, Cleveland Brown singing on Call of Duty voice trolling videos. And you don't even need impressionists anymore. You can just have AI do it. And that's something to also think about. Like, here we got Mordecai doing Golden Hour. And it's something. Let's go into it.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to blind, falling for each other. Thinking no risk eyes, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother, like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. You slow down time in your golden hour. Oh yeah.
All right, but do you see what I'm saying? It's something else. It's really crazy. It's really interesting. It's really fearsome in so many different ways. And now we're going to go back to a serious one here. And this is, like, arguably one of the best AI parodies, covers, whatever you want to call it. And it's an original song by Mosh here. And it's really interesting. The guy, he did the vocals, he did the mixing, and he wrote the lyrics. And it's crazy to just see how people like this, they're really talented and all that kind of stuff. They just can't get out there. So AI music kind of allows people to use these other musicians and creators' names to allow them to get out there to see what they're capable of. And I think that might be one of the good things with AI. But at the same time, that kind of just keeps them hidden in a way. But let's just go into it and listen through it and just see what it's all about.
Let's break out if I can't
see what I mean? It's crazy, and it's just something that we need to look into. We need to just think about how it works, what it means, and where do we go. Those are the important questions with this, I want to say, almost newfound technology of AI music, and just how clean it is, how good it is, and just how realistic it is. It's something. And with all this, I really recommend a video by Rick Beato's. I got it down in the description. It's called The AI Effect, and he goes into it. He looks at some of these songs. He looks at different songs, and he kind of expands on them and narrates on them as well, and some of the repercussions and consequences that we will inevitably face the further down this path we go. And it really is something to be wary of and also look into a lot. It's really interesting also with how these people's labels and these music companies are kind of combating it and trying to see where they can go with it. And this article here by OK Player looks at how AI does its thing. And it's interesting. It goes to say that UMG's success has been in part due to embracing new technology and putting it to work for our artists, as we have been doing with our own innovation around AI for some time already. And in the article, they say that UMG bought their own AI model called Indel, something along those lines, and they're thinking about kind of doing it themselves, so that way they can combat other people doing it, and they can try to like fight some of this copyright and issues that people are having with this wave of AI music with parodies and covers and recreations. And they say that that using the artist's music can be a breach of agreement and copyright law. They can infringe on content. And so they beg the question as to which side of history the stakeholders in the music industry want to be on. The side of the artists, the fans, the human creative expression, or on the side of deepfakes, fraud, and denying artists their due compensation. And it's interesting how they say the due compensation, because there have been artists that have spoke up and come out and they've talked about using their voice for these AI songs. And Grimes is the one that everyone uses as an example, because she put out a tweet and she said, "I'm an independent person. I don't have a label. There's no strings attached. If you make an AI song using my voice, I want a 50% cut, as long as it's a successful song and you're actually trying to make money off of it and that sort of thing." So that also begs the question, how many more artists are going to go down that route? Are some of these artists just going to willingly let AI replace them and just sit back and take some of the royalties from AI music? Or how do they want to combat it and not allow AI music to be made of them? So that'll be something interesting to see later down the road as well. Now, for this part of the video, we've been looking at all of this AI music, and I figured it would be interesting to, you know what, go and let's end the video by making our own AI thing. Now, I'm using X Pro, which is an AI powered technology that allows you to separate vocals and music. So you take a song that you have downloaded or whatever, and you can go about it, and you can upload the song that you have downloaded. I'm going to be doing Montero, and we're going to have Squidward do a AI cover of Montero by Lil Nas X. So once you upload your file into this website, it'll process, and then it will separate the vocals and instrumental. You can download the vocals and instrumental. Then what you do is you come over here, which I'm using Musicfy, which is how it's the voice clone thing, and they got multiple things to choose from. And they used to have more, and sometimes they add singers, and sometimes they get rid of singers. And it's just this back and forth, I'm sure, because of IPs and copyright or whatever. But you go here and you upload the vocals you want.
Throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking, you don't even have to try.
Okay, so that's just the raw vocals from Lil Nas X. Now we're gonna make it Squidward. What you do is you just do all this, you set it. I'm using the free version. They have a paid-for version, and you can do different things. And here we go with the vocals.
I caught it bad just today. You and me would have called at your place. Ain't been out in the wall anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles on my face. Romantic talking, you aren't even at the side. Pretty cute enough to walk with me tonight. Looking at the table, all I see is needing why. Baby, you live in a life you know that you ain't living right.
Okay. It's artifacting a lot, but you know what? We're gonna take it. I like using Capwing for this. Okay, let's open this up and let's look. Let's see what we can do with this. So those are the vocals. I need to add the instrumental. Okay, guys. Now that we got the vocals separated and we got the instrumentals on here, let's listen to the final product.
I caught it bad just today. You and me would have called at your place. Ain't been out in the wall anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles on my face. Romantic talking, you aren't even at the try. Pretty cute enough to walk with me tonight. Looking at the table, all I see is needing why. Baby, you live in a life you know that you ain't living right. Cocaine and shake it with your friends. You make them the dark boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only here to sin. If you've ain't in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning and I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, blah.
The artifacting is crazy with this one, but you guys get what I was going for. But it's fun. It's fun to mess around with now, anyway, and it's interesting to see how much stuff you can do with it and where people are taking it. And it's one of those things that, like I said, we gotta see where it goes. It's really unpredictable. It's game changing, and again, it can be scary. for a lot of these people involved. And just wait and see where the future takes us. That's all I can say. Over and over, just we gotta wait and see where it goes. Thank you all for watching this video. If you made it to the end, you're even more awesome. And I'll link all the stuff down below in the description. And like and subscribe. It means a lot. It helps out. And it makes me realize that this kind of stuff is interesting to a lot of people, and it makes me think, okay, well, I'll do this again or do it more often, to look into these kind of things and make a video on it. Yeah. I love you all. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great time zone. Bye-bye.